If you're getting ready to ring in 2010 tomorrow night with a few drinks, police on Vancouver Island want you to know that they will be watching. Roadblocks are expected all over Vancouver Island, and in the capital region, extra officers will patrol streets and bars. Police are warning anyone who decides to get behind the wheel that just a few drinks can be more than enough to land you behind bars. Today, A News reporter Andrew Johnson set out to prove it. He joins us live. Andrew?
Eric, with the help of our fearless intern, Ragnar Haagen, we learned today that how you feel after having just a few drinks has little to do with how dangerous you could be behind the wheel of a car. It is the beginning of an unusual afternoon for A News intern Ragnar Haagen. He's drinking on the job. For 2 hours, he will mix himself a new drink every 20 minutes with a breath test to follow.
I guess pretending we're at a party, we're not using a shooter glass per se, just kind of like free pouring them.
He prowls the newsroom as though he is mingling at a New Year's Eve party. Police hope people like Ragnar will not be replacing their glass at the end of the night with a set of keys. Saanich Police are expecting about 75 calls for service tomorrow night and will be keeping an eye on nightclubs packing in crowds closing out the decade on the dance floor. But perhaps most of all, police will be watching the roads.
The police department will be conducting roadblocks throughout the evening. I'm not telling you when and where, of course.
Meantime, back in the newsroom, it's just about 2:15, and that means Ragnar is finishing off his 6th drink in 2 hours and still feeling like himself.
I'm feeling slightly buzzed, maybe even medium so. At this point, I still think that I'm in control of my bodily actions and everything.
And with that, he's on his way to discover just how in control he really is. We've brought Ragnar to Victoria Police Headquarters, where we'll find out one way or another what 2 hours of constant but not crazy drinking can lead to out on the road. Constable Mike Massini leads him into the holding area where suspected impaired drivers are first interviewed, then tested with an instrument called a data master.
Okay, blow, that's good. Keep doing that, keep doing that.
Ragnar blows a .09, twice. That's over the legal limit, and if this were real, only the beginning of a long night.
If they've blown over the legal limit, then they may be held in cells overnight, or they could be released to a sober, responsible friend or family member, or taken to the sobering center.
But for our intern, it's just a learning experience that has confirmed that after a few drinks, the only safe option is to leave the driving to someone else, even if you can walk a straight line. Eric, police want to remind people just how unpredictable these blood alcohol numbers can be. Someone who appears to be very intoxicated can actually blow a very low number, while someone who appears to be quite sober may actually be well over the legal limits. So it's just more reason to never chance it, even if you've only had a drink or two.
And the scary thing is people who are really drunk and getting behind the wheel of a vehicle, people who can't even walk properly.
And police were telling me today they see that kind of thing all the time.
Frightening. All right, thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Andrew Johnson reporting.